Welcome to Follow the Money. I'm China Barachina. Let us explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. Some chase trends, others chase fame. But my guest today chased cravings and turned it into a food empire. Ben Roco took cheese, yes, the kind you dip, pull and pour, and build everything but cheese. A fast-growing Filipino food chain that's cheesy, crispy, and cash-flowing. From 99 pesos street style means to bold business moves, we're following the journey of a founder who knew exactly where to place his bets. Because sometimes when you follow the cravings, you also follow the money. Welcome to the show, Ben.
Welcome. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Glad to have you here. So Ben, just to how did this cheese started? Let's go back to the start. Let everything but cheese began.
So it started right after college. So I took up accountancy, and then after that, I did not take the board exam. I took that budget,
Hindi ka nag-boards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that budget, 30,000 pesos. It's supposed to be...
You started with 30,000.
Yes, it's supposed to be for my review, for my board exam. But I told my parents, Mom, Dad, it's really entrepreneurship for me. I want to start my own business. And then from there, that's where it started.
Wow. So we call it EBC, no? Was EBC your first venture, or where there failed attempts pa before this?
EBC is my first real venture of business, but I have other businesses back then while I'm studying.
Like what?
Yeah, we have a chicken cart. No, I tried mga ice candy, the typical ones na I'm selling in front of our house. You know, and tapos I'm selling mga different things in the school. So that's where I started.
So what made you go for a cheese-based concept? Was this something that you personally loved, or did you spot a market gap?
Yeah, I spot a market gap. You know, I saw the trend here in the Philippines. There's the coffee trend. There's also the tea trend, and I've noticed milk tea. Yeah, you know. So I'm thinking of other concepts to bring here in the Philippines. Wala naman akong budget during that time or big starting capital. I just want to research in Google, check ko what's the trends in Europe, in America, and I found out there are many cheeses all over the world. It's like a breed, na iba-ibang countries, iba-ibang cities in Europe, may iba-ibang klaseng cheeses.
So you started with 30,000, as you mentioned, and what did you do with the very first setup? How did it look like?
It's like parang naghanap ako somewhere na magkakasya sa budget. So it's like an old house na pinaparenta yung ground floor. And then meron akong chicken cart na hindi na ginagamit back then. Recycled it, I painted it myself. And then,
you painted it yourself?
Yeah, me and my wife, I painted it with our hands, no? And then yung mga gamit sa bahay, may electric fan doon, meron dong excess na lutuan. I brought all of that doon sa cart. Nagpalagay ako ng banner, everything but cheese. Kung ano yung menu na I'm familiar with, na may concept or merong touch of cheeses, nilagay ko sa menu.
Ilan yun? Ilang klase yun, yung first mo?
Around, I think, 8 to 10 dishes.
Yeah. So now, how many branches do you have?
Now, I have 15 plus branches.
15 plus. And your model is also franchising, right?
Yes,
So how many is your branch and how many is the franchise?
We have 4 branches of company-owned and the rest are franchisees.
Okay, so you're not keeping it in-house. So what is the biggest challenge in you scaling the business from 1 store to 15?
Number 1 is keeping up your quality. So, and you need to train them because you have franchisees. So how do you pass on to them the quality that you started with the price points and the suppliers that you have? So that's the biggest challenge because, again, we started with a rental na mababa. And then we're franchising it to now SM malls, big malls that has a large overhead.
And I think it also was your advantage that you took up accountancy, no? So how do you find your like cash flow and finance, especially when you're scaling up? Kasi this is something that mag-shoot up yung overhead expense mo. How did you manage doing it while scaling it up?
Yeah. So number one, you have to know your numbers. You have to really assess, no, your targets. And when you're in the franchising, your ultimate goal is to make money for your franchisees. So I have to, number one, build a separate commissary and then build also a franchising company. So in that way, we are profitable, the franchisor is profitable, the franchisee is profitable, and the commissary is profitable.
Talking about profitability, what's your most profitable menu item?
It's our bestseller, our flagship cheese fondue.
Oh, okay. Ito yung may bread.
Yes, yung may bread, there's
okay.
different fries,
Oh,
nachos,
wow.
chicken, and then we serve different kinds of cheeses. Yeah.
So between rent, ingredients, staffing, logistics, what eats up the most of your operations?
Labor cost.
Labor cost. And when it comes to viral, ano ba yung nag-viral dun sa sa TikTok, dun sa mga products mo?
Way back 5 years, 7 years ago, that's the cheese fondue. Because I remember that time when I'm boosting it yung mga ads. Parang akala nila, oh, ang laki ng restaurant na to. Tapos pagpunta nila sa store, oh,
Ito pa yung sa Santa Ana.
Sa Santa Ana, ang liit lang pala ng store na yon. So, but they're enjoying it. And they're enjoying the quality of our food and yung prices that we have back then. So, yeah.
How did you react? Ano yung nakita mo na una na, ay, teka, nagva-viral na ang product ko? Where did you see it? What platform yung nagkaroon ng most traction?
Facebook and Instagram back then.
Okay, and how did you find out that you're trending?
Well, they have multiple shares, no, sa mga Facebooks.
So from your page ito?
Yes, from our page. Tapos nakikita ko, they have reviews sa mga Facebook. They're sharing it to their friends and families.
You know, what I like 5 years ago, the influencers really honest reviews. Talagang hindi sila, they're not paid partnership, no? But what I like about that during that time is when did you start na nilalapitan ka na ng mga influencer? Can we review your product? Sila yung nag-volunteer.
Yes, so nung start naman, we don't have a marketing team eh. It was just like me and my wife, no?
Okay.
So parang when someone is reviewing, I just, okay, taste the product, see if it's okay with you, and then just review it authentically. And from there, we see naman na they're really enjoying the product.
Dito mo ba nabuo yung concept of like influencer marketing when people started reviewing your product and making it trending in social media?
Yes, oo. Yeah, because number one, again, if you don't have that budget at the start, no, your marketing cost should be low. And one of that should be, the lowest form is influencer marketing. And it's the most cheapest that time, and the impact is one of the highest.
So your branding is very visual and striking. I mean, actually, kaya ako nag-yellow ngayon for that. What was that? Was that intentional from day one, or did it evolve along the way?
Yes, it's intentional. Well, back then, of course, during the day one, it's not that striking, but the vision is there because we knew our target market.
How many times did you evolve your the logos, the branding, yung drawing until you said na ay eto na yon, this is really striking?
Many times. Siguro mga, I would say 4 to 5 times. We rebranded, changed the logo, changed this, small tweakings.
And you did this right after college, tama?
Yes, right after college.
So in starting a business that young, is it something as an advantage, or is it something na tingin mo hindi ka sineseryoso ng mga tao because you're really young?
Two-edged sword eh. It's advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, because of young, you can take risk. You don't
Pwede
take
ka pa
the-
magkamali.
Diba? You don't take the risk na nandun na yung you have a child and so on. So you're free to take
And
risk.
you married young too.
Yes.
So okay. So how did you weigh that your business growing, scaling, and then your married life na starting as a young couple? How did you divide your time?
I can't divide my time eh. It's just that I'm enjoying my work, and also my wife is also heavily involved in her business. So it's just in one. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So for food entrepreneurs with a small budget, what strategy would you recommend to make their product go viral? Is it something that you will recommend in the first place?
Yes, but number one is to just start small and look for the things na there's a signal eh. So the signal should be authentically the viewers or the followers are sharing your product.
Organically
And
din.
then, organically, and then from there, you can build it around there eh. Yung mga small na mga, you would see na mga trends no? In your sales, in your product line, and then from there, you could build it out of it.
Knowing people from accounting background, sometimes the influence like cutting costs. So you as an entrepreneur, how do you differentiate the way of you spending in your company versus just cutting costs?
So, well, of course, in nature, you're right, no? In nature, talagang cut cost yan eh. But ako, I believe, no, na it should be balanced. And in order for you to generate more sales, then you have to really invest in marketing, you have to invest in your brand. So, I try to balance it. And yun namang role ko sa company, my wife is more in charge of the finance. Keeping
She's
the cost.
the CPA, no?
Yes, she's a CPA. I'm more of the sales and in the business development and operations. So, tandem talaga.
Nice, ang ganda ng combination nyo. So how do you cap, when do you spend na, okay, hanggang dito lang tayo, how do you percentage it when it comes to like promotions, marketing, versus like administration, overhead expense, knowing that you have an accounting background? Do you have a certain cap for every like on a monthly basis?
Yes.
And how many times do you review it?
Yeah, we have a target. So for food cost and packaging cost, it's usually ranging from around 30% to 40%. And then our marketing, we cap it at around 2%.
2% lang?
Yeah, just 2%. And then there are times that it's ranging from 3 to 5%. But on an average, we're just capping it at 2%.
Okay.
We don't want to be hard pushers with the product. We believe that you don't, if you have a good product, you don't need to have a bigger chunk of marketing. So
it will promote itself.
Correct.
Yeah. And how would you describe, ito naman, punta naman tayo sa mindset about money. How would you describe your money mindset? Were you always a risk taker? But knowing that you're an accountant, I doubt it. Pero I want to hear it from you, or more of a saver?
I'm a risk taker. I'm more of a go for
But
now.
do you consider that as a calculated risk naman?
Yes. No.
And how do you consider like up to what amount do you or you can bet? Like for example, in your 30,000, when do you say na okay, ito this is pag ito hindi kumita at this point, meron ka bang naging timeline or meron kang naging what are your parameters looking at na ito okay, the KPIs or the key performance indicators na sinasabi kumikita yung business ko. Did you have that kind of process when you were starting?
Yes. Well, at start though, I was actually struggling with that. But of course, nakita ko rin yung mga trends doon. And I would say na parang, okay, we need per branch to be profitable in order for our whole organization to be profitable. There are losses no on a per branch basis. Hindi mawawala talaga
Of course,
yun. But you really have to cut your losses early. You have to inform the franchisees if they are really losing money in order for the whole organization to grow. And in order for your strategies to pivot speedily. And of course, you have to have a strategic way on how to bounce back.
And did your upbringing play a big role in how you view your money today?
Yes. I was raised by 5 senior citizens. Oo, so I'm the only child. So I've seen how my parents, how my aunties, uncles, no, na how they view the money. And that siguro doon ko nakuha yung pagka-risk taker and also na jump into entrepreneurship at an early stage.
So what was the biggest financial risk or decision that you've made for EBC and how did it turn out?
Number one is because I raised money for the whole corporation. And of course, knowing who to hire. And of course, that's the labor cost because the initial team that you have in your company, that will affect or have the biggest impact in your business. And it's not cheap, it's costly. So you have to hire people who can really guide you, or lead along with you.
That's very interesting. So we're just warming up. Follow the Money returns after a short break. You're still watching Follow the Money. Still with us is Ben Roco, CEO of Everything But Cheese. We're diving into viral food financial risk and how we turned a love for cheese into a nationwide business empire. So, Ben, are you investing outside of the food industry today? Or if yes, where?
Well, I have other brands that I have right now.
Okay.
So that's most of our profits go.
So may other brands besides EBC?
Yes.
What is the
Yes, so
the
we,
other
we develop, EBC is the restaurant side, but we develop a kiosk version. It's called the Melt Station.
Okay.
Yes. And accompaniment to that, I've also an ice cream. It's a food service.
Also, you have
soft cream.
ice cream, you
Yes.
have kiosk,
Yes.
and there are separate entities
Yes, there are
from
separate entities from
EBC.
EBC.
Okay, so for young entrepreneurs out there, what will be one smart investment you believe that should make early on for them?
Invest in yourself. So as for me, I took the masters because I feel that I have to lead better. So I really want to invest on myself by studying.
So you were studying while you're doing this business
Yes.
pa? Wow. When it comes to making decisions naman, how do you balance your passion versus your profit?
Oh, you have at start, no. It's more of the emotion. Siyempre, when you're leading young, but right now, it's important for me the financials. No? It's important not to be too attached to a decision or maybe a look of the brand, no, but more of what's the best sound decision financially for our business.
You mentioned about being young and being emotional. So if you think you started your business not as soon as you graduated college, do you think your emotional maturity when it comes to money will be delayed if you did that?
Well, yes, but of course there are also kumbaga mga good practices or matututunan ka din when you go to corporate. So it depends.
Okay, so when it comes to a legacy, what mistake or failure taught you the biggest lesson in your business journey?
Oh, I think trusting on the wrong people. That's number one.
Ooh.
And of course, having emotional attachments on some things.
So if there's one non-negotiable value or mindset you carry in, what is it, and how you run Everything But Cheese?
Number one, I lead with sincerity, do it, and of course, I lead with, I want impact with our stakeholders, of course, and also to our franchisees to really, kumbaga, what they're franchising is, makuha nila yung returns.
Being a young entrepreneur, who do you look up to into the business world? Any local or international brands or founders that inspire you?
Number one for international, it's Howard Schultz for Starbucks, and also Mark Cuban. For local,
Mark Cuban is Airbnb, is that correct?
Mark Cuban is the owner of Dallas Mavericks and also
Mavericks,
other
okay.
investments. And a tech guy also. Here in the Philippines, Andrew Tan.
Andrew
Rose
Tan.
from the top. So that's someone
And
who I
hi,
admire.
Sir Kevin Tan. So I interviewed him. So where do you see affordable Filipino food brands like 5 years from now? Well, how do you see it, like these affordable food brands? And is the market getting competitive and more open?
It's really getting competitive. Majority of the big food players, pinapasok nila yung mga other, dati sa mga Asia lang, pinapasok dito sa Philippines, Southeast Asia. But now you can see all the trends in Europe, Asia, and even other countries like Indonesia, they're penetrating the market. It's
Are
a
you also
competitive
looking
market.
at that?
I'm looking at that also.
Okay,
yeah.
if there's one country that you're looking at is the most penetrable when it comes to this kind of market, what would that be?
Penetrating EBC, the market, I would say practicality-wise, I would test it in a Southeast Asian market.
Okay, any particular country?
Something like Indonesia, Malaysia,
Okay.
Singapore.
All right. So here's a rapid fire question for you, Ben. Cravings or calculations?
Calculations.
One word to describe Filipino foodies.
Meticulous.
Oh, okay. Franchise or self-owned?
Franchise.
Cheese dip or cheese overload?
Cheese overload.
This is a tradition question for money follows you when blank.
You're doing what you love.
And last but not least, money is the root of all blank.
Of all selfishness, I would say. And
Okay.
inspiration.
Inspiration. A two-edged sword.
Two-edged
Naman.
sword,
Thank you, Bilyonaryo Roco,
Thank you very
CEO of Everything But Cheese, for showing us that building a food empire can start with just one bold idea and a whole lot of cheese. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
EBC began as a response to a craving, a product that the founders themselves wanted but couldn't find. The secret of its success is best summed up by the Shark Tank investor, Fubu founder Damon John, who said the easiest way to sell something is to create something you wish existed. Ben didn't just follow the money, he followed the cravings, the cues, and the courage to go where most wouldn't. In a market flooded with trends, he built something simple but scalable. Because at the end of the day, it's not the cheese that makes the business stick. It's the entrepreneur behind it who knew how to turn hunger into hustle and flavors into fortune. And that's where the real money flows. So to the next time you have a bite into something cheesy, crispy, and comforting, ask yourself, what craving are you bold enough to turn into a business? Because the money, it follows the bold. I'm China Barachina. Stay curious, stay sharp, and always follow the money.